morning. I'm doing tomorrow's today because I'm off again. It's the North Country Girl, something like that. Never heard of it, but I'll find it. So if you're from the north, could be more important to you. It's the 5th of September 2025, my friend Diane's birthday. So we've got the number 8 again. It seems to be very important. We've got Pisces again, well, Neptune, Pisces, and we've got the Sun. So, Simon Peter, Diane, Mark, and Oscar. Keys, schools, teachers, etc., institutions, religions, belief system, and we learned yesterday, didn't we, about monetary value. How you see money, does it define your worth? So, the North Country Girl. Sounds very much like a folk song. So let's have a look. I confess I've never heard it, so I may have even got the title wrong. It's just that's all they're giving me. What I was going to say is I got clipped off yesterday. Today, because I'm doing tomorrow's today. If in future, if the oracle card at the end gets clipped off, I'll take a photograph and a photograph of the book so that you can see what it was that I was trying to tell you. So we don't have to do a two-parter. Okay. So here we go. It's raining again. But that's a good thing because if it rains on the moors, that's what we need, because it carried on burning underneath and reignited itself. So we're hoping that there's enough rain to drown that out, as it's caused a lot of damage and pain for people. So it's about what you bind your soul to, the spiritual or the material world. Neither is a wrong choice, it's up to you. But if you're a spiritual person and you bind yourself to the material, it will ruin you. So just make sure your choices are the right ones. Don't sell your integrity for financial gain. Kelly, hang in there. Kristen, I'll catch up with you soon, honey. I hope that this is a turning point now. Oh, there he is. He wanted to be almost the last one. So we have 3 problems to solve, I'm afraid. One of them is lack of belief in ourselves. The other may be flu symptoms, something wrong with the throat, unable to speak your truth. Neck, throat, mouth problems. Let's see. A breakup of friendships, marriages, and the children hold the key. Taurus energy. Taurus being 21st of April, 21st of May. There's a homecoming. Coming home to who you truly are after a battle, because his head is injured. We talked about facial and head injuries yesterday. But there is a welcome for you. A good friend and a generous one. It's always there, and an improvement in finances and career. Possibly a woman in uniform. It is Taurus energy again, so Taurus all over this, and it was yesterday. Possibly, as I said, somebody with a darker complexion, somebody in uniform. And again, we've got the 20. So this is very important because they've mentioned it in the last read and this one. We are rising to a higher level. We cannot afford to sell our soul to the devil because we will be dragged back down. So we need to walk away. That was also in yesterday's read. Need to walk away from the misery of the past. And number 20 then is very important. Joshua, Gary, Sandra. Children, again, childhood memories, photographs, videos, etc. And something being exposed, coming to light. Travel, children's holidays, 19. So Karen, Leo. But somebody staying in their comfort zone, refusing to let something go, to end naturally. Transformations taking place. The 13 again, Scorpio was mentioned yesterday. It's the reproductive organs and shared resources. So there is a definite problem there that is going to bring an end to a friendship, a marriage, whatever, schools. Maybe you can't afford to pay the schooling. I don't know. Turning your back and walking away. I said that for about 3 days on the run. Returning home to who you truly are. Possibly something closer to your roots. Your more genuine self is what they want. So 5 and 23 and 13 is negative, but today's card is neutral. So unless it comes out again, we'll try and not take that. So no blame, no shame. Stop blaming yourself for what you've done in the past. You will reap the rewards for that, but you have to do the right thing now. There's nothing to fear but fear itself. You are trapped. You're no longer trapped in a mental prison made for you by your upbringing. There it is again. They've given us all the cards we need. So the number 20, Judgment Day has arrived. The judgment of Solomon. It will be just and fair. It may be in a harsh way, but it will take you to a higher state of being. Number 20, Joshua, the walls coming down. Yeah, patience. We told us that yesterday. We have to be patient. Our ships will come in, but we've got to be patient. There will be either an ending to something that was once happy, possibly a marriage, or something will achieve a higher state of being, but it's very hard to keep it there. Home and family life represented by Cancer, or this is an individual that loves unconditionally that is being drained because of it, and they're going to have to walk away because they can't keep being drained. Cancer is the 21st of June to the 21st of July. Somebody who was over-emotional, self-medicating, or not in charge of their emotions. There's no love lost in this situation, so it seems something's coming to an end. Yeah, because it's codependent. It's about this joint finances. Somebody has to be in a situation, not because they want to be, but because they have to be. A miracle is about to take place, the 1 and 28. You need a clear mind. You need possibly someone new coming into your life that works with blades, disc, cups or wood. We've been through that. It could be anything from a hairdresser, chef to a surgeon, a joiner to a lumberjack, etc. They may wear many hats. There'll be many things to many different people. There may be circus people. The circus people was mentioned yesterday, but above all, it's about you casting spells with your thoughts and words, so keep it positive. And a miracle can happen then. 1 and 28. It's also about school days, it's about children, it's about hands, arms, shoulders. The masks are off, and so you're walking away. They've repeated again. So you need to walk away. There is Daisy, there is Lily, there is Forget-Me-Nots. Here is someone, which in this, that's Gemini, in this is Aries. Aries, but it can be anyone who's taking action to honour the dead. These are your ancestors, and they do what they say they're going to do. They don't say things lightly, they do what they say they're going to do. They put the actions behind the words. They have a fire in the belly, and they protect what's theirs, and are successful in all they do. So it's not about love, it's about actions. And people tell you who they truly are by their actions. Yeah. Somebody's been drained here. Love has been lost. There's no commitment. There's no offers of love. There's just sacrifice. And you are going to find out what that sacrifice is, because it's been done behind your back. You are either the victim or the perpetrator of the lies, deceit and theft. 7 weeks. Yeah, children is important. Nostalgia, and again that 10. So it is coming to an end. Fully drained. It could be a family unit that ends, but this is 10 months from now. It is over. There's the apple tree. We don't chop it down for firewood when it doesn't produce enough fruit. We trim the branches and feed the roots. This is you reap what you sow. So whatever's happening now, are consequences of your decisions in the past, intentionally or unintentionally. And now you have to do the right thing. 7 years is mentioned. Yeah. Arguments with a woman, perhaps, mothers, mother-in-laws, mothers of your children. Stagnation. Nothing is growing here. It's barren lands. You have to move on. 3 and 30. Greg, Natasha, Elaine, Joshua. There it is. The lies, deceit and theft. The criminal activity. The drug dealers even. 1 and 28. So 3 and 30, 1 and 28. The military, agriculture. Someone here that is either performing black magic or has ill intentions. Mind games. They are not what they seem. And then apathy, boredom, unwilling or unable to be open to what's coming. And then we've said it today as well, and this is, I'm doing today, tomorrow's today. So the next 8 days, something out of the blue to astonish you that you're not going to like. So, Pisces, which is the prisoners and sacrifice. 8th house is Scorpio, which is death and rebirth, which we've got there. Where is it? There it is, in the negative. So, 8th house. The snake, which is this year. The reproductive organs, funeral parlours, cemeteries, labour wards, ancestral property, honouring the dead, the colour black, interaction, shared resources, birth, death, rebirth, regeneration, sexual unions, integration, self-sacrifice, expanded awareness, your inheritance, other people's money, and metaphysics. Intimately connected with our sexual union, one of the most fundamental processes of the 8th house. This is a place of openness to giving and learning to merge with another person, and we are not open to that. For some people, this is a transcendental experience. For others, it will be painful. The 8th house describes sexuality and a choice of sexual expression, the sign pointing to how intimacy is experienced and to expectations around sexuality. Uranus in this position, for example, indicates a deep ambivalent ambiguity around gender and sexual preferences. So that could be an issue. The sun in Pisces. Pisces sun sign, the victim, the martyr. Fluid self-expression, but impressionable, sensitive, can't make up the mind, diffuse and deceptively passive. So someone pretending to be passive when they're not. The sun in Pisces withdraws after setbacks and vacillates over tasks. So again, can't make up the mind. Sitting on the fence which is not a good look. Alright, so a falling status for someone, a problem with a vehicle, those born in the year of the horse. It is, believe it or not, the 5th rune. It is about honour, honouring yourself and the dead. So the number 5 is very important. They're trying to get the point across. Riding is easier for the warrior indoors and very courageous to him who travels the high road upon a stout horse. So taking the high road, that's what you're doing, walking away, or should be doing. This was rad for the Anglo-Saxons. In Iceland it was reed, while in the Norwegian Vikings it was known as raid. So any or all of those is a surname or a word that comes up. And the piratical race. Riding, the letter R. Rider is the rune of the sun. There's the sun. Pictured in the Norse imagination as a mighty cartwheel, which is the number 10, rolling across the sky. Thus the rune becomes connected with carts and transportation, horses and other pack animals. Because of the correspondence with the horse, rider becomes the rune of those who rode, nobility, rulers, and thus not only meant to ride, but gained the meaning of doing the right thing. What did I say? Doing the right thing now, with honourable intentions, telling right from wrong. Rider also gained an association with the oak tree, which is Taurus, well done spirit, with the goat, which is Capricorn, who pulled the chariot of Thor, so Thursday, with the healing herb, mugwort, which is for high blood pressure. Odin's famous horse, Sleipnir, the famous fabulous steed with 8 legs. There we go, got it, number 8 again, and it's the 8th house, which should carry his master to all 9 worlds of creation. However, tradition states that the rune is intimately connected with the obscure Teutonic fertility god Ing, which is where we get the name of England from. This is in reverse, so disruptions to your plans are inevitable, but that does not mean that you can abandon your long-term intentions, so patience will be needed. The road you are travelling is a rocky one at the moment, but you should not be disheartened because short-term problems may seem pressing, but it's important that you do not lose sight of the bigger picture. A financial venture or legal disputes may not go the way you want, or you may purchase something that promises to solve one problem which only creates another. So keep the faith, this troublesome period will also pass. So this too shall pass. Oh, and this is reverse 26, the thorn apple again. So we've got all these thorns sticking in our sides, all the knives are out for us. We're going to have to protect ourselves, aren't we? It is the number 26. 26, 2 and 6 is 8, so well done spirit. It is Datura Stramonium. Venus, love, Saturn, the truth, and Jupiter, abundance. Eat a little, you will sleep. Eat a little more, you will dream. Eat too much and you will wake no more. So a little of a good thing is okay, but excess of anything is not. It's for good or ill. It can be used to gain magical power as well as cast glamour. So there's your magical power if you use your words positively, and there's your lies and glamour in the negative. Illusions, fascinations, magicians. It's a wonderful ally in all psychic pursuits, enhancing your divination skills, your seership, and your dream work. There is a strong sexual and magnetic quality, so it's about sex and there's no love in it. Useful for lovers or lust spells. As a poison, it is also ruled by Saturn, which is Taurus, and by its thorny seed pod can grant protection, which is what's needed. Can also be spiritual, if not physical, healer, helping open us up to love and acceptance. But we're closed off. The thorn apple is beguiling. People are deeply attracted or deeply repulsed. So, like we said, it's like Marmite. Just as they are with witches. Thorn apple is a wonderful white five-fold blossom, looking almost trumpet-like, sometimes referred to as witches' thimbles, so you may have a sower in spirit, somebody who used to sow. The flower leaves are a four-chambered seed pod, much like the fourfold heart, scattering a multitude of seeds that travel with wind and water. The seed pod is spiked and gives rise to another folk name, devil's apple, so the 15, or devil's weed. Thorn apple helps us travel in spirit to fly between worlds and opens the gates to the heavens and to the depths. So you can either go to the heavens or the depths with that Phoenix Rising. Many find this spirit deeply helpful in reconnecting to the ancestors there, particularly in dreams. Awakening our power of dream magic is specifically to this plant. It can also help us when we face nightmares or other fears of the dark and unknown, which we've got the unknown. A very active night spirit, the moth, is a totemic animal associated with thorn apple. Thorn apple also stimulates our sexual energy, helping us feel more attractive and enchanting and getting in touch with our sensual side. It is in the reverse, so it appears when someone is deceiving or trolling us. There they are, the big deceiver, the liar. Trying to influence us against our better judgments. It can appear when someone is trying to subtly attack you with their dark magic, and their magic is their negative words or their negative thoughts, or when your own delusions are hurting yourself. It calls us to be centered and protect ourselves. Know that you are beautiful, you are powerful, and you can go wherever you want. And you will. If you've got any sense, walk away. Now there is the Mouse and the Buttercup. Innocence again. Find your innocence. The Fool's Journey, the number 22. Kate and Zoe. Katie and Zoe. Where's my book gone? Yeah, there it is. So 0. Somebody may have called you a 0 and nothing, and you're going to prove them wrong by walking away. So, like the Fool in the Tarot deck, the Mouse and the Buttercup is numbered 0. Both cards mark the start of a journey, and both remind us that we have much to learn. Mice are grounded and innocent, yet anyone who has dealt with a mouse in their house knows they are determined and highly adaptable. The mouse is paired with a humble buttercup, a symbol of childhood. There we have our childhood, a happy one, where summer days, holding buttercups under your chin. According to centuries-old children's game, if the reflection of the flower glows yellow on your skin, it reveals that you like butter. You may be embarking on a journey or starting down a new path. Remember that innocence and a lack of understanding are not always negative qualities. Instead, they're reminders of our capacity to grow and adapt and learn. What do you hope to learn on this new path, and what potential dangers should you look out for? I think we've got plenty of time, so we'll have a look at one of these. It's not like yesterday, we've got more time than yesterday, so we shall look at it. So, North Country Girl. That didn't work well, did it? Someone from the north. The Phoenix Rising, number 29. We had 29 yesterday. The priestess kept at the gates of hell because of someone else. So this is your challenge, to get yourself out of those gates of hell sharpish. 29. Judgment Day needs to take place. It is your challenge. When the Phoenix challenges you, it's really an ally. It's a gentle reminder to let go of what doesn't serve you anymore. The apple tree. Cut away those branches that no longer serve you. Maybe you're not allowing things to change because you're more comfortable staying in your comfort zone. Yes. Even if you know it's not the best you could create for yourself. Fear of change is a crippling experience. Stagnation. I thought that was thunder then for a minute. And it works against nature itself. The task at hand is to allow for an ending. It is timely and right that you do so for your highest good. In surrendering to the fundamental purposeful change, you will most definitely find yourself in better circumstances. The action needed is allowing. A rebirth is assured when you do. Absolutely beautiful. We'll pick a card. If we ain't got time, we ain't got time, but we'll pick one anyway. And I'll take a picture of it if we lose it. There it is. This is the sign you needed. If you was looking for a sign, if you keep saying to Spirit, just give me a sign. This is it. Sometimes we find ourselves in limbo, putting things off, making decisions or taking the next step towards something we're unsure of. If you've been searching for a sign that you should do, leave or start something, this is it. This also means that depending on the question, this is an affirmative card and a form of yes. Think of it as your green light to take action. There you go. Can't get any clearer than that. Thanks for listening. Speak soon. Bye-bye.